Now, what I want to focus on is the first 5 years in this one, because here's where we have a very aggressive interest rate, but not out of the realm of possibility for crypto at all. We have, I remember Richard Heart talking about thousands of X. Well, here we have 14,000 X on our price point. And again, that's actually at 15 years. I would say let's go down to 5, because I want to focus on the top 5. We have 243X, I'm sorry, on this one from the beginning, which is still, a pretty good gain. But the reason I put this in is I want to show that $1 price point, because this is a big target for many Hexicans invested in the space, because this 1 million Hex now is worth just over $1 million. And again, we see, a fairly aggressive growth rate here, but this doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility at all to me. I mean, we're talking about very small price increments, which would require a lot less economic energy to move it up. This market cap, I understand 380 billion will also grow over time. That's a little less important for this example, but the market cap, and Richard Hart has talked about this in the past too, it really doesn't play a major role in the price, especially if it's not circulating. This is the one interesting part about HEX, and why some of these price points, I mean, I'll go back to the 15 years. Obviously to me, this 60,000, 20,000, anything really down in here is a lot of pie in the sky. I'm not going to, rain on anybody's parade, but you do your own math and make your own wish list. However, with less circulating HEX, and after the inflation stops on the big payday, or I should say it significantly reduces down to like 3.8%, it really depends on how people decide to stake and how long. Because if you have the OA holding a significant amount of the supply as it currently does, and it just sits there idle, and let's say people that are active in the project are maybe 50 to 75% staked or greater, once people understand the value of shares after big payday. This is the other game theory thing I find fascinating about HEX, is that everybody's been talking about shares, or at least there's a lot of information to make people aware of shares, but still people are extremely fixated on this big payday payout, and it's like all they want to do is grab the bag, dump and run, and that's just human nature, I suppose, to be very short-sighted. But after that flurry is over, if it even plays out that way, I think once you have the people that understand HEX and shares and the value of shares and how to earn trustless interest, not just pump and dump price games, but trustless interest, really any of these price points are a huge success for us holding bags in the project. But however, I mean, I would like to see, just like everyone, that it hits somewhere in one of these price targets around here. I would actually be happy with pretty much any of these, but I just thought that this would be a little bit helpful and entertaining and informative to just kind of play around with some numbers. Look at this here too, guys. Look at the market cap at this $60,000 price. I mean, come on, get real. But that's fine. Like I said, that's really not the relevant point here. The point is, that you can have something with a strong growth rate. I mean, here I just knocked it down to 7 years, and even this, not necessarily impossible. Again, huge market cap, but somewhere around this range, you can dump it down to the 150 or so even, just to make it a little more realistic looking on the chart. It's all good. Like I said though, this is crypto. It's anybody's game. If you look at the history of the inception of crypto with Bitcoin and what it did, and Ethereum and what it did, and many of these other projects that have mooned hard over the years, HEX at least is completed. It's got interesting game theory. It functions well. I like the project overall. Yeah, it's speculation, but this is the kind of speculation I like to do. So, hey everybody, hope you have a great day, and hopefully you found this enjoyable, and and informative at the same time. We'll talk with you later.